Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at the fish tank. Yes, the WZ120 GFT or whatever it's freaking called. Now, when I first made my original video about this tank, I said that I absolutely love the tank, and for some reason no one's playing the tank. It's not really a popular tank. A few years on, that is still the same case. This is still not a played tank. Many people, or not many people, play this tank, and to be honest, I don't know why. It's a fantastic tank, kind of like the Object 268. In my opinion, I prefer this over the Object 268. I know people are gonna maybe rage at that, like, how can you prefer this over the Object 268? But I prefer this over the Object 268. I don't know why. It's just something about the tank. For me, I think it's the armor profile. I don't know if it's better than the Object 268, but I seem to do better with this tank. I seem to bounce more with the tank. It got a buff not long ago. It got I think it got an armor buff. The front plate, or yeah, just the front of it got buffed, and which made it even better. I didn't think it needed a buff, but Wargaming buffed it, probably in the hope that more people will play the tank. This is still one of the least played tanks in tier 10, and ever since the tank was released, it has always kept that status as one of the least played tanks in tier 10. And to be honest, like I said, I don't know why. I really enjoy playing this tank. It's got a nice gun, it's got a nice armor profile, the speed's okay for what it is, and yeah, if you like playing the Object 268, then you will like playing this, because it's very similar. And you can see there we managed to get a couple of bounces from that yo, and that's what this tank can do. And I know we're not going to get bounce here from the waffle, but we're still able to bounce 600 damage just from that yo there. And we're going to get a shot into that IS-4, and at this point it's a 6 versus 3. I don't really mind losing a bit of hit points. I want to get a little bit more damage into these guys, so I'm just waiting. I was thinking that the waffle was going to shoot, and we do kind of mess up our shot there on that waffle. So we're just going to wait for ourselves to reload. This yo is going to come out. He's going to focus the T-54 because he's very low hit points, which because of that I am able to get another shot. And now we've actually got to pay attention to be very careful, because there is a couple of low hit point tanks. Now I love what this yo does here. I'm going to go for the waffle because he's the juicy target, but no, he decided to go right in front of me just as I reload and take the shot for that waffle. Fair play to him, and because of that I only do just over 200 damage. But now we are going to get around him, and we are going to be able to get the HE shot into him, and we are going to get the kill. So you can see it plays really well, and I really enjoy the tank. It's a tank that I've always enjoyed ever since the tank was released, and I just hope that more people start playing the tank, because like, it's been released a few years ago now, and we're able to farm up 4k easy damage there. It was easy damage in my opinion. So yeah, it's been released a few years, but just never ever been popular, and I just hope with the buff that Wargaming gave it with the armor profile, I hope that it does become a more popular tank over the, I mean, the 268 has always been a popular tank anyway, and that's why this tank is not really played as much, because everyone just prefers to play the Object 268, where I just think this is pretty similar to the Object 268 in my opinion, if not better. Yes, the Object 268 is a great tank. I'm not saying it's not a better tank than this. Probably the 268 is a better tank, but for me personally, I perform better in this than I do the Object 268. I managed to bounce more shots, and I managed to do more damage in this than I can on the Object 268. So that's just my opinion. Most of you won't agree, which is fair enough, but you can see there, like, even side on, we managed to block 790 damage there. Yes, we do take a shot trying to get that kill on the T22, but you can see 790 damage, and now we're up to 1250 damage. So we'd be left on 30 HP if we wouldn't have blocked these shots. Yes, we've only got 1100 damage at the minute. It is a neck and neck. It's 6 versus 6, so I don't want to lose too much more hit points. Now I am going to go for the IS-7 in the hope that I can ammo rack him, but of course I don't manage to get the ammo rack, and again we get another bounce from the E3. So, and that's what this tank can do, unexpected bounces, and it is a difficult tank to come up against when it is facing directly at you. Very difficult tank to come up against. So 1890 block damage. We're up to 1800 damage now, not too much. I thought this would, because no one's playing it, I thought, you know, it's going to be an easy ace. Maybe 4k, a couple of kills will be enough to ace this tank. But it's still quite a difficult tank to ace, to be honest. Very difficult tank to ace. So we're just going to reload. We've got our FV4005 with us. We really want to take care of this IS-7 and the Kranwagen. We are going to just donk our shot there against that IS-7. That was a bad trade there. So we're just going to back up whilst we are reloading. The traverse isn't great on the tank, so yes, don't get caught in the open, because if you are in the open, these tanks, even some heavies, will be able to circle you because it's not that quick. Of course, it doesn't have a turret, so always make sure that you've got that protection either side of you, maybe even if it's a rock or even one of your own teammates. So we're going to get that shot on the Kranwagen, and we're just going to back up. Luckily, we don't get shot because the FV4005 did kind of go behind us. We're not going to rage, not his fault. He was just turning for the IS-7. So now it is just a 4 versus 3. 2 of them are a one shot. I've just seen the Kranwagen shoot, so I really want to take care of him. We do manage to get the kill, and it's just this IS-7 and the E3. I leave the IS-7 in the hope that our FV4005 will clear him, and I think he should be able to clear him nice and easy because he's just a one shot. At the minute, he's not dying and he's still alive. And just as I get around here for the E3, yeah, we kind of miss our shot there, and we could have just gone for the IS-7 because he does actually kill our FV4005. So he's only on 14 hit points now. We're only on 3.2k damage. We haven't done nothing special, but really I wanted to showcase this game because of that block damage, and just show that you can block shots. You can easily block shots in this tank, and nearly 2k damage. That's more than our hit point was left. So nice easy game there. 3.2k damage, and we do manage to get a second class. So I'm thinking, okay, if that's a second class, maybe I will be able to ace this tank. So now we are on Himmelsdorf. Now I like this kind of map. Now I'm not a lover of sitting at the back on this with this tank. I do think it's kind of like a second line tank to support your heavies or even support your mediums. With on a map like this, yes, it's easy to support your mediums because there's no hills. It's quite a small map, and you can see we're able to get around this side of the map pretty quickly, and we are now able to push on these medium tanks, and it will scare these kind of tanks, especially something like the grill and the Sheridan here. If you're pushing up quite close, like here we are here now, we are able to scare these guys. And something like this and an Object 268, not really a tank you expect to push front line here. So there is the Sheridan. He does take a shot. Our grill is pushing up here now. The Sheridan is a one shot, so we are going to just come around and take care of him. He was our priority to take care of him. So 900 damage, but as you can see, all of our team are around this side of the map, so we can play a little bit more aggressive than normal because we have plenty of our teammates, and there is only 5 of the enemy team left alive. So I don't want to push out because of course there is a Jaegeru there, so I'm just going to wait for him to turn, and then I'm not bothered about the grill. Most people would prefer to go for the grill for damage, easy damage, and I think that's what a lot of these guys are doing because they want that HE, they want more damage. But I'm not about damage, you know. I don't really care about damage. I'm more about, you know, win the game. And clearing tanks that are isolated, just like this this Jaegeru here, is more important to me than getting some damage. And before you know it, not even a minute and a half gone, it's now only 3 tanks left alive. So of course I'm going to go for the next most dangerous tank, and that is the Death Star. So now I'm going to head towards this guy over here because I know I'm not going to be able to get another shot on the Death Star, so I'm going to head over to this E100. Again, both of the last tanks remaining are isolated. One's this side of the map, one's the other side of the map. So at this point in the game, I don't really mind getting shot because I've got my team with us. He can shoot me once, it's not a problem. You can see I'm trying just to angle up, don't manage to get the bounce, but at this point it doesn't really matter. I'm going to get one more shot into him, and the I believe, no, it was the grill that manages to take him out. So there's just 1 tank left alive now, and that is the Super Conqueror, who does take out our Leopard 1. At this point I'm thinking, you know what, I'm not going to get any more damage, so I'm just just going to go forward just in case, just to see if I can get a bit more damage. And as it happens, I managed to come around the corner. He is not quite a one-shot. I could have actually used HE there for the kill, but you know, it would have taken a little bit of time for me to switch, and I might not have got the kill anyway. So I was thinking, you know what, maybe that was enough, but you know, 5k damage and only a second class. So it is a difficult tank to ace, and it is a difficult tank to play. But I hope you guys just get out there and just play it, because it is a lovely tank if you just give it a try, you know, give it some love. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With